Merry meet Pisces, Pisces sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Pisces starting today, the 6th of September, 2024. We are reading today with this feline Marseille Tarot, and I've already purified with this gorgeous 4711 cologne, an old standby for purifying spaces. You can find links to purchase these products right in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Deline and the lovely I Am Her Eminence, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you, Pisces and friends of Pisces, for joining us today for this 2-week reading. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. If you'd like to give a donation to this channel, you can do that by going to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga, paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could also use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation. We appreciate your support. And Pisces, we really appreciate you taking some time out to be with me today. I don't read with card reversals, so you will see me flipping cards right side up. It's just how I like to read. It's a perfectly valid and legitimate method of reading the tarot, just not quite as popular as the current trend, and that's reading with reversals. If you're watching this and you discover that this doesn't seem to make any sense to you or apply to you, it may just not be meant for you. In that case, you may want to disregard the reading and check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs. Or remember that we have a daily reading for all signs, Wednesday through Sunday. You can find the most current of all our tarot streams, restreams I should say, the most current restreams of all the tarot readings on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com, just click on that free online tarot readings link in the main menu, and voila. All right, this is feeling pretty shuffled. Give this deck a nice clean cut. Let's see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Pisces. All right, we've got a 3 of Swords, we've got a 6 of Coins, and we've got a Page of Cups. Wow, what a change. Boy, it's been hard for some of you. A lot of loss for some of you. Loss and regret or regret. Some of you are feeling defeated or have been feeling defeated. Some of you have been just not having a good time. It's just not, the 3 of Swords is just not our favorite card, is it? And I am sorry for what you're going through. And I'm very sorry for your losses, anybody that have been losing things. Some of you have been maybe losing some relationships or people in your life or pets, things like that. And for those losses, I am so sorry. And others of you that haven't had those kinds of losses are just feeling a just general sense of loss in your life, like things are not like they used to be. Maybe the loss of youth for some of you, the loss of feeling like you're losing control over certain things. It's just not a fun time when you're going through a 3 of Swords period. And I'm sorry, but I have good news for you. And so do the cards. The cards have a lot of good news. The Page of Cups is the card of good news. Isn't that good news? So that is definitely coming to replace this. Now, the idea of that is not so much, oh good, I'm going to get to replace my loss with good news. Because all that does for us is say, well, temporarily I'll have some good news until the next loss, right? Because this world is just a cycle of losses. It's a cycle of tension, resolution, right? But the 6 here, the 6 of Coins, is offering you a way out of that cycle completely. And that's through the divine design. It's talking about the fact that there's a place in you that you already exist, Pisces, where none of that's happening, where you're not having loss, where you're not having resolution, where it's not up and down and up and down and around and around and around. It's absolute perfection. Not peace meaning boring, but peace meaning exquisite. Exquisite peace. exquisite peace, and success on many levels, especially when that 6 is in the suit of coins. That's a success on material level. So a lot of times when we when we think spiritually and we think, well, I'm going to find peace, we think mental. At least I feel better mentally, or at least I feel better emotionally, or at least on a spiritual level, I'm good. So I at least have that, even though the physical is awful. And this is saying no. That the physical is able to be imbued with that divine design as well. And that's what the ancients used to call something like heaven on earth. There's many different depictions of that. And heaven on earth is not a place. It's a decision that you make. It's a decision that you make that everything around you is perfect. And so if you can work with that solar light, what that solar light teaches us is that if you let everything be exactly the way it is and let it be perfect the way it is, what is will transform itself. It's a lot of times people hear just let everything be exactly the way it is without judgment, and they think that means just kind of resign yourself to feeling the pain and it won't feel as bad. No, it's not that. It's saying that if you allow everything to be perfect just the way it is, then the way it is will transform. So, oh my gosh, what have you been going through? 10 of Swords on top of the 3? Oh, Pisces, I'm so sorry. I don't like that. I don't like that you've been going through that. I'm very sorry, but we're gonna get you on the other side of that right now. We've got this Knight of Wands, and we've got this 7 of Wands. See how good everything looks. Okay, the good news about the 10 of Swords is that it always depicts that whatever it is over. Whatever happened is over. Now, it's up to you not to perpetuate that, whatever that was. We don't always have a choice as to the things that happen in our lives. Things, bad things happen. Relationships end. People die. Stuff happens in this world. It's an awful place. The world is not conducive to our peace of mind. It's just how the world is set up. The world is set up so that everybody fails on some level or another, right? That's how the world itself is set up. But the good news is you're not a creature of this world. You're not a creature of this world. You are not of this world. You are in this world, and you were sent to this world to be a blessing to this world. So although you are having to, I don't know why I'm still shuffling when all the cards have been dealt. Let's put this down and stop. All of what's been going on with you is over, and now it's up to you not to perpetuate it out of habit, and instead get your mind focused on the fact that help is at hand. Help is here for you. Help is at hand, and not only is help here for you, but your soul is ready to burst forth into manifestation rather than all of these ego manifestations that have been going on. Now, and I'm not saying that it was your fault that these things happen either. It's just your ego against other egos. Just this world is just a fragmented, fractured ego palace that bad things happen in. And we are here. We are sent here as souls to be the helpers. Okay, and that's what you're here for. That's why the universe sent you, Pisces, is because you are a great helper. And the way you help is to right now allow yourself to be helped. The more you allow yourself to be helped, the more help you're going to be for other people. In fact, you don't even have to help other people. The fact that you're you and who you are, and the fact that you are allowing yourself to be helped sets an example that you may not ever understand that you're making. So right now, it's all about you taking care of you. And the more you take care of yourself, the more other people are benefited. But look at this. It seems like there's some creative work going on in your world. And that creative work, and it doesn't have to be artistic necessarily. It doesn't have to be a career necessarily. It doesn't have to be something you do for money, although it may be. It may be a business. for some of you. It may be a hobby for some of you. It may just be the way you are, just the creative self. But there's a lot of creativity that is at hand, and it's through that creativity that things turn around for you in this next phase, in these next couple of weeks. And that's also the way through which you receive the universe's help. So whatever your creative pursuits, again, they don't have to be artistic in nature. They can be anything where you're enjoying the work that you're doing, whatever it happens to be. The more you're involved with that, the more you're receiving your help. And that's also the way that you're receiving all the good news that's coming to you, and that you are experiencing the divine design in physical reality. It's through those creative pursuits, not by thinking about what happened, not by regretting what happened. You're not disrespecting whatever you lost by not ruminating over it. Because if you're ruminating over the loss, you're not respecting what you lost. You're actually respecting the loss itself, as if that was what was the important thing. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to rush through grief either. You take as long as you need to. But the fact that this is in your past is suggesting to us that it's not meant to be what you're going through right now. What you're meant to be going through right now is actually quite happy. So whatever it is in your past, Pisces, that you need to do to look at it in a new light so that you can receive the good news, and you can receive all of the assistance and blessings and gifts that are coming to you right now, even as we speak. You need to do those things. You need to allow yourself to disconnect from that past completely, especially the pain of the past. We're not saying don't remember the people you lost, or don't remember the good times in the relationship, or don't remember whatever it is that preceded the loss. What we're saying is that don't make the loss the star of that relationship anymore. You have to go through that when you're grieving something, but once you've kind of gotten through some of that grieving, it's up to you to give all of your love and attention to what it was prior to the loss, and not let the loss be the star, because that is just another trick in the arsenal of the ego mind to keep you tied to the past so you don't get all of these things. The ego is very, very happy for you not to have your blessings. The ego's programmed to make sure that you are unhappy, stuck, self-destructive, all of those things. But the good news is that the ego has no power over you unless you decide to take its bait. And you're not going to take the bait because you're too strong right now. So I'm sorry about what you went through, but I'm not sorry about where you are and where you're headed, because where you're headed, like I said, is good news. Now, one more thing about this Page of Cups, this good news card. Much good is on its way to you. And the way to access that good is to allow yourself to find moments. You don't have to worry about long periods, but moments of inner peace. Moments where you're not thinking about what happened, or you're not thinking about the future, where you're simply receiving peace, not thinking about anything actually, turning your mind off completely and experiencing that emptiness that the soul will fill you up with, that your soul will fill you up with. So finding emptiness, finding that peace, finding that relaxation, even if it's only for a few seconds at a time, just returning to that again and again and again, that starts this upgrade, that starts all of this. The other thing you can work with is that solar light. Now, I've got a solar light meditation, 2 different versions of it. It's very fast, so if you don't know how to do it, you can just search YouTube for Gatoga Solar Light and learn the process. And that's a wonderful tool for you, and it's actually indicated here by this 6. And so those things, just sitting with emptiness, sitting with peace and relaxation, and calling on that solar light to call forth the divine design into being, is where you want to focus your mind, and just gently redirect it at any time it goes back to the past and back to that loss, because you're done with this, and you need to be done with this. It's again, I'm not trying to rush you through it, but I am encouraging you that according to this reading, it's time for you to be in the peace and the success of the present moment. which has nothing to do with what you've just been going through. It's very different, in fact. So you've got a lot of good on your plate for a change instead of all of this. And I'm sorry about what you went through, but it's over. And now it's time to move forward. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And thank you to the amazing moderators, Delene, I Am Her Eminence, and Dre. We'll see you in a couple weeks, Pisces, for another reading. Until then, blessed be.